Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. Starter deck week's finished. You know what that means. We're going to try different decks. Old leaders, bring them back, see if they can compete. So today, I'm featuring Enel. I used to play a lot of Enel back in the end of 06, start of 07 format. It was really fun. He gained some pretty good tools. The ace that he gained from 07 was really nice. 08, he's kind of struggling, I'm not going to lie. Your Doffy matchup is okay. I don't think it's as favoured as everybody says. I think if you play against good Doflamingo players, I do think it's quite hard. And the main reason I think that matchup is hard, or at least harder than people say, is because of pudding. Both playing around pudding whilst not dying. I don't know, maybe I'm just bad, but I find it quite tricky. I think a lot of people just say, oh yeah, Enel beats Doffy because you have 5,000 triggers. If you don't see those triggers, it's not that great. You can't kill Doflamingo's units. You can kill one a turn. If he's playing 3, it can get tough, and you've got to play around pudding. So, but outside of that, I think you're okay into BY. I think it's pretty close. Your Lucci matchup is very tough. Bonnie, I think, is fairly close. It's hard for you to win because they get such good value out of their leader effect. And Doffy chaining is spooky. But it's also hard for them to win just because your triggers are pretty good into them. You can get rid of things like Cavendish. You can get rid of things like Bonnie, Arouge, all those guys, Carrot. And on top of that, you just play a ridiculous amount of boss monsters that can pretty efficiently deal with their stuff. You can also sometimes just starve them out, which is quite nice. Obviously, it doesn't work all the time. If they draw Hodies, it's tougher. But yeah, I think Starve is decent into Bonnie. But yeah, I think Enel is posed okay in the meta. I don't think he's anywhere near tier 1. You could put this in tier 2 if you like, near the bottom of tier 2. He's still fun. He's a nice, pretty simple deck if you want. There's obviously depth in what to do. No deck in this game is like brain off, except pudding. But, he's definitely on the easier end of leaders. If you want to get into the game and, yeah, you want to have an easier time, this is more defensive than Katakuri. I did Katakuri quite recently on the channel, and Enel doesn't play that differently, but he's more of a defensive yellow version, whereas Katakuri is a much more aggressive yellow deck. I'm not going to go over the list, really. This is a 2k. This puts an 8 in life. This says win the game on trigger. This card's nuts. This is for Lucci. We've got Gadatsu, Luffy, and Nami as our main ways to get rid of 4 costs in Doflamingo. This can also just get rid of 5 costs, which is really nice. Onami is mostly just a trigger. You can give things banish, but it doesn't tend to come up a lot. Frankie is a 2k that gives you a body sometimes. This is not that great, honestly. I've been thinking of trying the event I Rayquaza Help. It's both a guard point, and if you get a trigger, you can summon either Egghead Luffy, Egghead Frankie, or, where is she? Egghead Nami. So that's quite cool. But we've got Raygo for now. It's fine. The trigger says kill Doflamingo. And this trigger says win the game, and it's 0 cost, and we're playing shitloads of bricks. So that's an L. We're just going to get into the games. Not as many games today, because these games are really goddamn long. Except for the first one, I'll put a really nice fast game in at the start, so you can see kind of how this plays. And then we've got a couple bumper edition games to go over. But if you enjoy this NL video, please drop me a sub. Try and hit 500 by Christmas. That would be pretty sick. And after NL, I'm not sure what leader to do next. If you have any ideas of a leader you want to see on the channel, please let me know in the comments. I'm open to any suggestions at this point. Otherwise, I might put out a Shanks video again soon. Also, the Buggy Foot promo, don't worry about it, is now live on the sim. So I do want to upload another Buggy video soon-ish. But, we'll see. For now, let's get into an L. Okay, got a game up next against Yamato. We'll see how this goes. Double attack with an L's leader effect is kind of funny. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 3. We'll just take this, I think. Fine. Yeah, no triggers. Go to the Ohm Holy. Very good, classic. So we can go with the Gadatsu, go to the Ohm, and I'll attack 5 and 5. He's got a trigger. Satori trigger, that one's fine, don't mind that one. Another Ohm Holy, okay, that's kind of scary actually, that is kind of scary. 7 into 5, we'll go no, we'll give him the beige and the Luffy. I'll take this one, no trigger. Okay, he's trolling. No trigger. Trashing. We'll trash Nami. Yep, very good. We're gonna do Gadatsu. Get rid of the dog. We'll do 6 into the dog. 7 into Satori. Okay, it's going to counter out of everything. Leave that there. We can go with Yamato next turn. Don't mind going to 0. It's not too bad. Bonnie. Don on Bonnie. 7 into 5. So he's got 7 into 5. 7 into 5. And like 5. 7, 5 again. We'll just take. Yeah, we'll use this. Use that. Stop this from attacking. Enel trashing Atakuri. He gets his Bonnie effect, of course, which is fine. Gets rid of a known army. Grants banish to Satori. 7 banish. We'll say no. No, I kind of don't want to take this one, actually. I kind of don't. I'll give him the Frankie. Yeah, we'll give him the Frankie. We get another Frankie, very nice. Go 6 into Ohm. 6 into Satori. 5 into Holy. Yamato, deploy that, get rid of that, end the turn. Very nice. Back to 2. Here's another own army. He could go double attack banish. Big swing. Would be a bit of a bummer. Goes with the Hody, takes a life. Okay. Here's 11 into 9. Yeah, that's fine. You can have it. We'll say no on that one, though. We go Luffy. Luffy's not bad. We can get rid of the Nami. Do 10 into Hody. Yep, gone. Very nice. We'll do 6 at life. Do 6 at life again. Gives us a 0 cost and this event. Play out Luffy. Don't really care about killing this Onami. It's fine. Get rid of that. Draw a card. Get another Luffy. It's fine. Goes with a Nami, trashing Shura. Gets rid of Gadatsu, draws a card. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Luffy can't carry Nami. She's too powerful. 10 into 6. Yeah, you got that, sir. That is fine. We get a Reigo. Could go with Flamp Reigo to get rid of the Nami. Not too bad. Yeah, I kind of like it, actually. Do 8 at life. He'll take. Yep. We'll just do Flamp. Use the card action. It doesn't matter. We'll get a Nami and a beige. We can actually go with the Nami to kill his Nami, which I think is better. We do get the draw as well, so we'll deploy this, get rid of Luffy, get rid of that. And the turn, we get a Katakuri. Too bad. Yeah, there's no way for him to win. Hody Jones is fine. This better be a blocker, sir. Nope, it's not a blocker. Yep, sure. Why not? Do that. Trashing Rego. And he concedes. Nice win there. Pretty easy. Yamato, very easy matchup for Enel, I would say. Hey, you got to take those wins when you can get them. And GG's. Okay, got a game next against BY Luffy. Interesting to see how this one goes. He chose to go first. That's a bit weird for BY. I'm going to mulligan this. This is fine. We're not going to attack them, of course. No need to attack. We just need to draw our top end. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yep, we'll take that. Yeah, I'll just cycle that out. We don't get to play the Frankie, of course, but it's fine. We get a Katakuri, that's nice. Could go 7 banish. No need. Just pass. Next turn, if he pays a 5 cost that isn't Sabo, we will Nami it. We'll give him 1k. Don't mind giving him 1. Goes to Luffy. We'll definitely be getting rid of that, sir. We'll do this. Trashing. Rego. Go to that. End the turn. Keep it nice and simple. Next turn, we're going to be on 8. We can drop Katakuri. It's nice to get these large bodies on the board. That's what we're going to need. Once he starts doing 99999999, we're going to need these big bodies. And you know, on the off chance that he can't activate, cool, maybe we will swarm him down. You never know. Might consider attacking 5 next turn. We'll see. Definitely take that. No need to trigger the beige. Another Luffy. Okay, we'll get rid of that again. That is fine. Deploy this. Trash Nami. Get rid of that. End the turn. So from next turn, we can start. We can potentially go for game. I don't think we ever get it, so I'd much rather just use this Katakuri to do something with that. Katakuris are really nice for getting rid of his Enel's Gecko Morias, sorry, is what I meant to say there. So what he does, he's got a lot of cards, he's got 9. 6 into 5. I'm happy to stay at 2. Give him a beige. Two for Sabo, 5 for Sabo. Interesting. Three Brothers Bond, and what else is he going to trash off this Sabo? Double Three Brothers Bond. Interesting. I'm going to go 5. Takes. So what we're going to do is we're going to Katakuri this Sabo to the bottom of his life. That's the plan. Because he can't really interact with that. Once this is there, it's just there. And then if he would draw it from his life for something like a Hiyori or a Markano, it will fuck off to the bottom of his deck, which is pretty good. Also with Flamp, the only way he can then interact with that is the 5-drop Luffy that trashes. But he's already seen 2 of those, so the chances of him having another one is somewhat low. I'm not going to swing my characters because I don't want him to attack my characters. So just going to go with that. Put this in the bottom. Then we'll end the turn. Very hard for him to activate this turn because he's got to find a way to get rid of this life. And then he's got a brick at the bottom. He's got Hiyori, Big Luffy, Small Luffy. You know, it is what it is. We're going to suck that up. But if he doesn't, we're in a decent spot. And even if he does, we can then Katakuri the Gecko when he gets there to the bottom of his life. He'd also need to have another small Sabo, realistically, so he doesn't just die. But we'll see. It's all going to depend on what he does. He's on 10. Moria's doing nothing. 7 to life. We'll take this. That's fine. We get a Yamato. It's not very useful. But it's whatever. You're going to go Flamp. Very nice. He's still got to shift this Sabo somehow. Going to Flamp. Yep, that goes to the bottom, and then he doesn't get to draw a card. So that's world's worst value Flamp, but hey, we forced it out of him, right? Gonna trash the ace. That's sensible. We go Sabo Luffy. Sorry, Luffy Sabo or Ace Sabo. Second one's got to be a Sabo, and he's got to have a baby Sabo in hand. I hope he wasn't planning to draw the baby Sabo with this Flamp, otherwise that would be quite amusing. Gonna go Ace Sabo, makes a lot of sense to me. Yep, Ace the Ace, very good. We can do 8, we'll give him double beige. Sabo, 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 very good. Which is a Kuzan, and what else? A Luffy? Okie dokie. Yep, 8. We'll have to give him double beige here, otherwise we get destroyed. Okay, strict misplay. No trigger, we'll get rid of that. Don't do that, kids. Not really sure what he was gaming for there. So we can put a Flamp in his life. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. I think we're going to be going for board here. Let's think. Yeah, because we can do 1 here, 4 here, 4 here. We can do like 9, 9, 10. Take at least 2 cards out of his hand. I don't hate it. I think he. Can we take this off the board? Do 9 at life, see how he reacts. We could also just do 2 big swings. So if we did 2 big swings, it would be 4 more here. So we've got 5, so it would be 11, 12. No, I don't like 11, 12. I don't like 11 to 12 at all. We'll go 9 to 9. Gives us a Sabo. I'm going to try and clear some of these units. Go 9 with leader into ace. Wants to give me 2k, 1k, that would be interesting. Yep, lets it go. I think that's smart. Back into Sabo. Just let this go. But again, yeah, we're really forcing the issue with the Moria. We'll end the turn, and if he does play the Moria, we can Katakuri it into his life. It's like, ooh, no Moria, Garp. Very interesting. Garp, definitely not what he wanted to see. Yeah. What does he get? He gets the baby Luffy. Okay. Egghead Luffy can't interact with anything on our board because our Namis are both 5, which is incredible. Another Garp. Okay, so he's digging. He really needs that baby Sabo. Otherwise, yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble if he doesn't get a baby Sabo. Another baby Luffy. pretty sure he's not pleased with that. Ice Age on... Okay, Ice Age, yeah, he can use the Egghead Luffy now. That is fair. That makes sense. Trash the 5-cost Sabo. Yep, seems good. You can do Egghead plus Sabo blocker. Yeah. Maybe. It depends what he's got. Depends. Assuming he's not going to swing with this. He doesn't have a baby Sabo. Oh, is there not a Rocket Luffy? No Rocket Luffy and trash. I just assume they have it. Since you cycle so many. That's quite amusing. So he can't clear the category. I mean, he can maybe clear it if he can go to 9, swing 11. We can protect it, actually. That's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Gonna go... Yeah, trash Luffy into Sabo. It's fair. It is fair. It's not... It's definitely not what he wanted. Oh, he has one done, actually. You can still clear the Katakuri by swinging into it. Yeah, sure. Guess he's got the trash Luffy. He's not in that bad a spot still. You know? He does have the Sabo, actually, so this is not even that bad, honestly. This is not even that bad. He does have to trash 2 for the Sabo, of course. Lamp and a Luffy. See where this big hit goes. Yeah, unfortunately we can't protect it. We have exact counter to not protect it. We can go with Ace here. Ace is decent. Just Ace pass. Like, fine. Yeah, Yamato doesn't do anything. We can Katakuri one of the Nami's back. We can't swing anyway. He's saying he's not played a lot with this deck. Still no Egghead in trash. I think we'll just do Ace and pass. It's fine. If he does the Morio, we can do the funny Katakuri thing. And swing into, like, this Luffy. Yeah, we don't have a lot of 2Ks left, but yeah, this ace is pretty good. 8 to 5. Take. No trigger there. He can go for game here. Like, you know, he can do it. He'd need us to get no triggers and not have a lot of counter in hand, which admittedly at the moment we don't. We only have 4K. But would be risky because he'd be basically saying, yep, you win on the clapback if he goes for game here. But yeah, we're always taking this 8. He can do like 9-9. It's like 9-9-9 if he wants to do that, or you can ramp them. But we only need to counter 1-9 if he's gonna go for game. If he's gonna go 6, we'll say no. In the flamp. There's Moria. You hate to see it. Yeah, I hate to see that guy. He's fucking everywhere. Yeah, Yep, he's gonna summon the boys, the boy, the Luffy, and the Sabo. Crashing one. Yeah, there it is. There's the Luffy. Give him the there it is, lol. We go Sabo Luffy. Makes a lot of sense. Luffy the Luffy. Luffy just to draw a card. Can't kill anything. That's fine. He knows that. Gonna draw one. Cycle out Sabo. Got a trash 2 here. Brothers Bond and a trash Luffy. And just a pass. So we can do 10 into the Luffy. And or we can even do more. We can do 10. We can do 12 into the Luffy. And then put the Moria into life. Yeah, we can go with Katakuri, go to the Moria. We can go to one of these. So he'll only have 3 attacks. We just need to counter 1. We have Pistol counter. He doesn't know that. Yeah, we'll do that there. 12 into 8. If he lets this go, brilliant. He should block with Sabo though. Blocking with Sabo, always correct. Yep. We'll do Katakuri, put this of his life, and the turn. So you can trash it, but it's whatever. In fact, maybe that was a bit of a grief. Yeah, maybe that was a grief. 9. Yep, take that. No trigger. Trashing Yamato. Yeah, we're reliant on triggers here. This is a mistake. No, you just go all in. You go all in. You 100% go all in. You don't need to go again. But what would he have? He'd have 9 with... He's got 9, 10. Like, we need a trigger currently as it is. You go 9 with Sabo, 10 with Luffy. I think you keep it simple here. If I have the counter or get a trigger, I don't know, it's tough. Clearly didn't have a Moria anyway. I think he's going to struggle to not die without a Moria. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Gets a baby Sabo. Don't love to see that. Think he's thinking. Yep, he's going to run out of time if he thinks too much. But yeah, him being able to draw double trash Luffy in the early game was pretty strong. There was the argument that one turn where we did 5 and he took, and then we put, what was it? We put like a baby Sabo into his life. We could have just not attacked, kept the game slow. I think that might have been correct. So he's going to go with this. It's fair. He's not going for game then. Definitely not going for game. Yep, 2 for Luffy. Oh, if he swings into ace, we just get bummed because we have no counter. Gets rid of Katakuri. Pretty good. Sabo. Go down to 1 card. We'll see. We'll see what he wants to do here. Crash a Moria and a Luffy. Yep, we can't do anything about that, unfortunately. We can go back to 2. We can go back to 2. I think it's the only play we have. We go back to 2. We ram the ace into this, remove one of his bodies. Yep. We get rid of something, either this or it's presumably a Sabo that he blocks with. Yep, blocks with Sabo, and the turn. Nice and simple. Luffy buffs himself, of course. There's another Garp. He's very afraid of triggers, which, to be fair, I mean it's Enel. That's what he's kind of what he's known for. It's kind of what we're clutching on at this moment because our hand is trash. It's straight trash. It's the ace that wouldn't. Ooh, it could be okay actually if he wants to play the ace, especially if he's got the 2-cost ace. But I think he's seen one, maybe. Was that a different game? No, there's one. He's seen 2. They usually only play 2. So he won't be able to summon the ace from life. He'll be able to play the ace, 5. But then he'd only have 4 on left. So he could do like 7, 7, 8. And 8, that's not enough. He does need 4 hits to go through. So going for lethal hit is hard. Enel is pretty good at dragging the fucking game out. That's kind of his thing. When he's in 2 aces, can always draw more aces. I'm going to tell him to watch his timer. Seems 10. Yep, you got it. Crash is an ace. Summon 2 life. Ace and ace. Very good. 7 here. Do we want to go 3? I don't think we need these really. So yeah, he's in a spot. If we go 3, we've got 3 swings. He can't win next turn regardless because he goes block, block, block. We can also play out a big. We can just take this. It's fine. No. In fact, does that get us game? That might get us game. 5. We remove the Sabo. Then how much will we have? Yeah, this is a 2. We need to do 7, 7, 7. We'd be 1 short. But I don't think he can win on the clapback, so we're going to go with that. He'd also need to attack a counter immediately, so then we can attack the ace. Deploy this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. 6 on 5. This is a 2. He's got a counter now. Here it's not a 2. That is the game. He said 3 Nami lol. What I was typing out there was I had Rego instead, so if he just if we didn't have the Nami, we play the Rego, and it's still the same. It's 6, 6, 7. If he has 2k, whatever he wins. Well, no, he doesn't even win. If he has 2k, it's fine. If he doesn't have 2k, then we just win anyway. And even if we had somehow fluffed that. All he has is double Garps and a Luffy. So I think he's in a pickle. Our trigger is going to get us a Luffy off the top. And we're going to get a Frankie there. So we're going to get a bit of counter. GG to our opponent. He's clearly learning BY. I had a bit of trouble with that matchup. I'm not going to lie. I was struggling at times there. Hey, we pulled out the win. Okay, got a game up next against Purple Luffy. I know they like to go first, so I'll choose to take their curve away. This is a little too top heavy for me. We'll get rid of that. Got a good Artsu, that's pretty nice. Just gonna pass on 3. They want to ramp and play out some like Zorojuro. 5/5 will counter lest we get Lord. He's gonna ramp. He has a 5 cost. He does have Magellan. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good against us. I will say that. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to deal with this Magellan for a while. We may as well just attach all the Dons. Attack him for 9. In the turn. Make it difficult for him to ramp, because if he wants to ramp to 7, he goes down to 2. I'm just giving him another 2k. I'm fine. I really don't want to get Lord. I'll take this one. Hang on. Let me read this. This is opponent's turn only. Ooh, this is incredible. So we can use this, get rid of Magellan, and not have to return 2. Wonderful. He's going to ramp again. Wow. That is interesting. Luffy Taro. Sangoro. Very good. So we still don't have shit. I could play out Gerdotsu. Or we can just swing in for 11. Get him down to just 1 life. I think we'll play out the Gerdotsu. Swing in for 6. Gerdotsu's not going to kill anything, of course. But, you know, he's a body on the board. He is certainly a body on the board. We need to live 1 more turn before we can start dropping big bombs. We're going to go 6. We'll give him 2 on this one. We'll take whatever other swings he goes with. So 8 could do Kaido. Kaido would be pretty good for him here. 5 will take no trigger. I'm thinking it's Kaido. Whatever. If he wants to ram Kaido into us, we get the Enel effect. Oh, he's gonna go with the Bon Clay. And another Sangoro. We do get Gadatsu. Gadatsu? Katakuri. So the Katakuri can remove his Luffy Taro. Okay, we'll go 5 at life. Give us 1. Go 6 at Sangoro. Yep, very nice. Deploy this, put this on the bottom, and the turn. So this turn will be tough. He can attempt to go for game here. We do have an ace for the next turn, which is nice. Yep, 8/5. We'll take this. Definitely use that trigger. Use this. Get rid of one of these. And we'll trash one of these. Go back to 2. Pretty good. Be hot. 7/5. We'll take. We might as well get rid of that. Five. We'll say no. Six. We'll say no again. I do want to stay at 2 life if possible. He's got for 9. Could be a Big Mum. Could be a Kaido. Probably a Kaido. Big Mum seems pretty bad. Okay, he's going to go wide. I respect it. I respect it a lot. Gets a Luffy Taro with the Zorojuro. Maybe another Sangoro. This Sangoro is very good. Magellan would be bad. Not Magellan, thankfully. Goes with the Onami. So we do get a Raigo. Not going to be great here. We'll go 6/6. Gives us 1. Go 8/6. Gives the blocker. Deploy this, gain a life. 10/6. Probably just let this go, I think. He's not going to, though. Going to give us Kaido, Jet Gatling, and Usahachi. Then we'll do 5/5. And he takes. Very nice. And the turn. He's got all 10 Don. Gonna go 6. I'm somewhat afraid of Nika. Nika does reset our Enel effect, though. I think I'll take this first one. No trigger. If he's going to be playing Nika, then these are all going to be 6s. We'll take again. No trigger. Trashing. I don't think the Rego is going to be very useful. We go 7. Okay, so it's not Nika. Could be Kaido. Do that. And for 5, we'll say no. And this is Kaido. Can't win. Yep, there's Kaido. Go to Godots. And he can ram this into the ace if he wants. Yep, fortunately, we can't do very much about that. We get another ace off the top. That's pretty hot. Go 5 into 5. Gives us 1. Go 8. 6. Gives it to us. We use this, gain a life. 10 into 6. Turn. So it's going kind of rough, I think. Take this. No trigger. Yamato's not bad, though. We at least get a life. 7 to me. Interesting. What about this one? For 6, Frenosuke. It's Frenosuke, I might get cooked. Might actually lose to Frenosuke, that'd be pretty crazy. Okay, he's gonna go 12 into 10. Yep, you got that. He should probably just ram this into the Katakuri. No need for him. Yep, very nice. Good play there. Opponent playing correctly, you love to see it. We'll go 6 into Zoro Juro. Get 1k out of his hand. Yep. Do this. We can't choose this. No targets. End the turn. Back to 2. He's going to 9 Don. Can play Nika. We do at least have a 2k in hand. Goes the Luffy Taro. To the Zoro Juro. I'd just pass here. He gets an Usohachi. Yeah, should definitely just pass here. He's not going to though, is he? So he's got 3 swings. That'd be 1, 2, 3. We go down to 0. It's fine though. I think. We do need to draw more top end. Yeah, do you think Enel is struggling a little bit in the meta at the moment? At least I am. At least I'm struggling with Enel. I find that it's so hard with the ramp of hand rip. With it between pudding and law, I'm really struggling to work out how you're supposed to play this deck at the minute. Because you want to have like an 8, 9, 10 card hand, but these decks just say, nope, none of that. Your cards are gone. Pretty rough. Okay. Yeah, I think we're cooked. I'm just going to concede. Give him the GG. And well played to our opponent there. Let's get into the next one. So, hope you enjoyed those games with Enel. He's fine. He's fine. If you're a big Enel fan from set 6 and 7, give him a go. If your meta is filled with things like Doflamingo, he's not too bad. But if all you're playing into is Lucci's, it's a tough time. It is a tough time. I don't think this is a deck that I would advise taking to a regional. But if you want to play this at locals, you know, go ahead. You can definitely do well with locals. And I wouldn't be surprised to see someone top, a regional here and there with him. I do think he's got some promise. He's just a little luck reliant, and it's really hard to play around both pudding and law at in the format at the moment. But either way, if you enjoyed this video, please drop me a sub for more videos. We're trying to get out as many as we can here. Looking around 5 each week now that starter deck week is finished. Next up, let me know in the comments if you've got an idea. If you want to see a specific leader, let me know. I'm open to rogue options, you know, whatever. If not, probably be a buggy video next, maybe a Shanks. But with that said, hope you have a lovely rest of your day.